It's live. It's live. We
It's
back on
live.
the
Ladies and gentlemen, my God, my God, my God. If you didn't know, today is my birthday, and I say this is by far the best birthday gift that I've ever received in my life. I feel like the Africans that came over when the Amish started it, and I'm like, give us free. They finally gave NXTGEN some freedom, man. You know what I mean? I'm like, what's that name? Whoopi Goldberg in The Color Purple, man. You know what I mean?
I never seen that,
You
but
never seen The Color Purple, you racist
nah.
bastard. No wonder. Color
Yeah,
Purple.
that movie deep right there, bro. That movie deep.
Yeah, but
That
nah, but
boy
listen,
he sold his daughter. You hear me?
yeah.
Hey, he said this. He was like, this kills me when he sold her. He said you can't have my Nancy, but you can have my Celie.
You can have
She
my
ain't the finest thing in the world, but she is a hard worker.
She's a hard worker. Keep the house clean. There you go, you gotta check that out, man.
Hey, go check that out.
Yeah, that's
isn't
a
it
good
Oprah
movie.
in that movie?
Yeah,
That's
Oprah
everybody
was
in
in
there.
Okay.
Whoopi Goldberg. He had sold Whoopi Goldberg, man. You know how smack she is, boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she
She ain't
and
the
she
finest thing in the world, but she's a hard worker.
yeah, that was crazy the way he had that set up because he bought her.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Well,
he
he sold her for a mule and some land.
Yeah, he bought her. You know what I mean? And the father was sleeping with her. Like it was just you know what I mean? It was a I don't know. I guess a bad movie, not a bad movie, like it wasn't a good movie to watch, but it was a sad movie. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
she finally gets some good back at the end. Damn, we got 51 people in here already. Jesus Christ, I haven't done this in so long, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted, like, we're still gonna do BGST tonight. Just like actually, Show hasn't been here in a while. You know what I mean? Show, what's going on with you? We ain't heard from Show in a couple of weeks.
Oh man, I'm here.
I told everybody he was in prison. So what's going on?
Oh
with
yeah, I'm half man. I've been locked away, man. Prison.
Like,
I
he
ain't
was
been in no
lying.
dang old jail, man.
I told
I
everybody
just
he was
been
in
chilling,
prison.
man. I just dealing with my family and getting
That's what's
everything
up,
under
man.
control right now,
Like I
man.
told some people, I said sometimes real life happens. Life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know what it is, and it ain't my place for me to say. It is what it is. But sometimes, you know, like I tell you, she ended the video in a few days. Some things called life comes and, you know what I mean, gets, you know, starts to happen. But I'm happy, like, you're back today. You sound like you're in good spirits. Like, you sound like you're in good spirits. But like I said, hey, crap, like I said, I did a video the other day. Well, actually, we can fill Show in. So, you haven't been away, you haven't been here. Have you been?
Man, I've been out the loop, man. Y'all gonna have to catch me up,
so
but
crap,
you know.
It's right here now, crap. You just take a hop in the driver's seat. Phil, Show what's been going on, you know, behind the scenes with us or with Boogie. You can tell them about the Boogie situation.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, the more interesting thing was, did you see the conversation? Basically, what happened was Sony filed a patent to get, or a trademark right. They wanted to own the rights to the terms Let's Play.
Hey,
right?
somebody got to turn they
That's
video
next gen, man. He's got his mic.
I told you, he a rookie, boy. That boy back.
Yeah, he's like, I'm nervous, man. I don't even know how to do that. I had to talk
What's
him
up,
through it.
everybody? Everybody saying hi, Show. What's up, everybody?
Everybody's like, hey, Show. What's up, Showstopper? What's up? Hey, Warrior's even in there watching. He's like, oh, man.
Well, go ahead, crap.
But yeah, so anyway, Sony tried to trademark the term Let's Play, which everybody does Let's Plays on YouTube and stuff like that. Would have been very anti-consumer, anti-gamer. And then, you know, people started to ask, like, Boogie and Angry Joe and these people, like, hey, aren't you guys going to do videos about this? You know, it's very anti-gamer, anti-consumer. And they're like, no, we're not going to do that, blah, blah, blah. We trust Sony, blah, 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 all this kind of stuff, right? So then Boogie finally, after everybody harasses him nonstop, does a video on it on his other channel where he sounds salty as hell, like the whole time, just talking about, well, the difference between this and Microsoft is Microsoft did released an underpowered machine and DRM and this, so it's a different circumstances and things like that, right? So then yesterday, it turns out they were like talking about how they were just tweeting back and forth about how Xbox fans wouldn't leave them alone and things like that. It was just really.
Are you talking about Angry Joe? I'm sorry, I had to fix my.
Yeah, did you see Angry Joe and Boogie were like conversating on Twitter yesterday? And it was like they were all pissed off at a bunch of people. So, you know,
So they in their feelings because they've been exposed.
Yeah, basically
for being biased.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what's been going on. Yeah. Oh man, bro, listen. He need to get some of them crumbs out of his dang on chest and just move on with his life, because you know he's salty. You know, I mean, when he came out against the Xbox, you know what I'm saying, when the Xbox was it was a popular thing to do, he was hard pressed hitting the Xbox with a lot of stuff for their mistakes. He should have did the same thing.
Yeah.
With Sony. You know, there's no excuses for it.
Yeah, basically, the funny thing was here. I'll read you what they said, because I saved it. Tim Dog had it too. Tim Dog was going in about this yesterday. Angry Joe was like, muted a bunch of Microsoft fanboy crybabies who constantly harass me about how unfair I am that I didn't make a Sony bashing video for Let's Play. And then Boogie responded, they came after me too. They're pretty relentless. And then Joe says, they are annoying as fuck and just pissed off that Microsoft legit fucked up this generation a bit more than Sony. Not our fault. Okay, where's his video against Sony at all? But yet he did lash out against Nintendo when Nintendo tried to get all those rights and stuff like that. So I think that
that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And again,
do you think they're being sponsored by Sony?
Yeah, I won't say being sponsored, but they get a lot.
You know what I mean? Like ads.
Yeah, they get a lot of free stuff.
They get their little free stuff and all that.
See, Boogie,
you know, the behind the scenes what people don't know. Like, you know, you can write these.
Well, I don't think so much is behind the scenes. I think it's
all that little stuff.
They get stuff from Sony. They even get things from Microsoft. You know what I mean? But
see, hey, you guys remember, right? Like Boogie, he did a video on his secondary channel, not his main channel.
Exactly. Didn't show up on camera or anything.
Yep. And then so he was like, oh, I wish I got paid by Sony or Microsoft. Here's the thing, they're not paid on a payroll per se. What happens is they get a bunch of free stuff. Boogie will get PlayStation VR for free, that whole setup. You know what I mean? And a bunch of games. He'll get it for free.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he got the Xbox One controller for free. He got invited to PSX last year for free. You know what I mean? All this stuff he gets it for free. So even though he's not getting paid per se, he's still getting a lot of stuff from Sony. You know what I'm saying? And obviously
both of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not only that.
You know what ticked me off was he did a video where he's crushing the Xbox all out in the street and everything. Then Major Nelson want to show his little butt up there and be having some sword fight and all that little trash with him. I'm like, man, come on. Y'all
that seemed
stop
forced. That was really forced. You know what I mean? Like, you could tell they were just trying to get that YouTuber type mentality back on their side a little bit. You know what I mean?
But you know what? Like, not to cut you off, but you're absolutely right, Joe. You feel like you did all that shit, and as soon as you close the goddamn door, it's, you know what I mean? Like, Microsoft needs to stop that right there. That's it's crazy. And then it's like when they had the thing with NeoGaf. Remember? You was on the show. Mm-hmm. So we did the thing with NeoGaf, and they said that Major Nelson was trying to bribe them or whatever the case may be. So what did we do? We went straight to bat for him. And what did Major Nelson do? After all that,
he invited them to
back to E3. Microsoft has to stop doing that right there. You know what I mean? Because no matter what you do, I don't care how much you kiss their ass, how many free elite controllers you pass out, they're still not going to like you. You know what I mean? They're not. You know, for whatever reasons, fine. You may be more of a Sony dude than you are an Xbox dude. Doesn't even make a difference. But my only issue with that, what we do, because we're gamers, we'll play anything. We doesn't make it grab which console that we prefer. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You take such a person like a Boogie or Angry Joe, and I listen to what I'm saying. Some not saying a lot, but most people got it. But the ones that are being clowns, saying that we're trying to write off their coattails and nothing about it. We're just saying that especially those two guys I remember at the forefront, were so vocal about Microsoft and about the DRM, something that didn't even happen. You understand what I'm saying? And remember Boogie saying, what about the soldiers in Iraq and Afghanistan and yada, 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 you know what I mean? But here it is.
Yeah, then they was going all in like he didn't even know what a nuclear sub was.
you had
I don't even know what a nuclear sub is, man. Good.
You had Sony literally trying to take out of people's mouth. And those same two guys, again, were so vocal about Nintendo, which I think was wrong on Nintendo too, with their YouTube policies or whatever the case may be. And here you had Angry Joe. I would never ever play another Nintendo game on my channel, and what Nintendo was doing is wrong. And this, but here you had Sony. Like, if you just type in the word right now, show Let's Play, you know how many videos you're gonna see? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
You look at the Let's Players that are like millionaires, dude, like PewDiePie and all those guys.
PewDiePie and all, you know what? That's a smack. Was they was trying to get a cut of what they do?
I guess. Honestly, I mean, they were patenting the word. It says, you know, it was crazy.
That's crazy.
A law office. I mean, what's the name of the law firm? MacArthur or something. Went to bat for gamers across the world and see. Cause we don't know what Sony's going to do with the word, and they had in their what they were trying to do, and the judge said, slam them. What the fuck are you doing? people, you know what I mean, it's a public domain, and shot them down. You know, it wasn't they were just trying to say, you know, let's play or like the greatness of weight. Nah, you gotta realize, people understand again, Sony does not want you streaming their games any damn way. You know what I mean? When you know
they was trying to find a way to
so big in
control
the market, they didn't want something. They were such the bad guys. You remember, you couldn't even live stream certain parts of a game you playing on a PlayStation 4 or whatever. They would black it out. You understand what I'm saying?
Here's a thought that I'm just thinking. The reason why they would go that route, you know, to try to corner that, their games ain't really been selling that well.
No, they haven't. But it's extra.
And it's because of, you know, the bashing and the little things that comes along with the videos that, you know, everybody does on them, even through the Let's Plays. You know, it's a way to try to control the market, I believe. You know what I'm saying? To where they can kind of dictate to where you can't say a lot of things about their games.
Well, they did. They did though. They had the gag on Adam Sessler. That's why he's not doing it anymore. He said, "This is the way the industry is going." I remember he had a review. Was it for the infamous Second Son? And the review that he did on the game, and it was crazy. This is one of the ones that caught my eye because, you know, I don't really follow too much with that shit, believe it or not. But and he was saying, like, the review and stuff that he had, he couldn't do. He wasn't able to show.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
He only had to show B-roll, which is basically not his own footage. Exposed videos, right? Because it wasn't his own footage.
It wasn't his own footage.
Yeah, basically, you know what I mean? He couldn't do that, and he's not even, you know, he's not even in the. He doesn't even do it anymore, if I'm not mistaken. He's gone.
Yeah, he's not on. He's not doing anything yet.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But you know, like but Sony had this whole, like, they were the knight in shining armor, like they're for their gamer, and you know, thank you for guys sending me happy birthdays. I appreciate it. You know, they were so much for the gamer. Like I said, at the end of the day, these three big companies, they're in business to make money. Let's be clear. This one thing I do respect Microsoft. They're upfront with it. Whatever with your DRM, like I said, they never bothered me any damn way, but they wasn't how you say, trying to swing it through the back door. And like I said before, even going back to when I first started doing this thing here, Sony never said that we wouldn't have DRM. All they said they wouldn't, not that Microsoft restricted you from selling or trading your games, is that when you did trade your games, is that, you know what, the developer was forced to get a bigger cut. You know what I mean? That GameStop wouldn't be able to fuck us the way that they do. You know what I mean? Just honestly, you know what I mean? No longer would you been able to take a game back to GameStop and they give you $5 for it and turn around and sell it for $55. You understand? Those days would have been over. You know what I mean? And you know, but like I said, it is what it is, man. You know.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think that you know, people just give Sony a free pass. Even in that video, Boogie was like, "Well, I give Sony the benefit of the doubt on this." You know what I mean? Because their intentions are so good. Like, you know,
the
like
compassion, huh?
Yeah, like seriously, do you not realize that Sony was the only of the big three to do an online pass in their first party games last generation? They were the only ones, and they convenient. And the last one, you guys might think, oh well, you know, probably not late. They did it on The Last of Us on the PS3. That came with an online pass. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they weren't doing like anti-consumer things. They just saw that Microsoft, conveniently, when Microsoft was getting all that hate, they stopped the online passes right at that time.
EA stopped it because they stopped it because, you know, their next consoles were coming. They were, you know, I guess not always online, but you know, there were going to be like when you traded in a game, which I don't have a problem. I think the developers, especially the smaller developers. I mean, I'm not a bleeding heart for the big guys like Activision and EA. I mean, but you had smaller developers like, you know, look at all the developers that we have lost thus far since this generation has started. You know what I mean? Atari's gone. There's no more Midway. There's no more.
Is he there?
Like, think about that. They released that game on a Tuesday. By Friday, the doors were closed. You know what I mean? So that was really in place to protect a lot of the smaller developers. And guess what? It had been, honestly, I'm just being real here. It would have been better for the industry. Why? Because the developers wouldn't be afraid to take a chance to make something new instead of giving this Assassin's Creed every year, Call of Duty every year. You know what I mean? They would have went out and make games like Sunset Overdrive, something that's new, something that's fresh. You know what I mean? They can at least make something back on it. You know what I mean? But you know, with this, and like I said, people say they like to talk about, you know, it's the same thing. You know, Call of Duty every year, Assassin's Creed. But like, you know, when they try to do something different, like, you know what I mean, people don't go out and support, or you understand what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's I don't know, man. I wish Microsoft would have stuck to their guns, man, because that system that they showed us at E3 2013, remember the fact that all of us could have been playing Killer Instinct, right? And you know what? Y'all want to do some Star Wars Battlefront? I could have set up the match in Star Wars Battlefront. And when all my friends joined Star Wars Battlefront, I would have got a notification. I could have went straight from Killer Instinct to Star Wars Battlefront. No lag, no load time. That shit blew my mind when they showed me that shit on the stage. I'm like, oh, now this is next generation. I was so stoked about it, you know what I mean? Put the game in this in one time, be done with it, you know?
Yeah.
You know, but like I said, it is what it is.
Yeah,
man.
that was
that's how it is. That's how it is. Well, it's getting to that point now. You know, I'm digital, so it's like that.
But it works out best for you because you know you have a few kids. You can just start bringing the disc around. You can have it installed, or you know what I mean. Well, crap got a new computer and some better internet since you've been going. So.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, you got your first digital game.
Oh, I got a lot.
We ain't got to worry about
games,
them. We ain't got to worry about that one up and one down here.
Get up, get down.
Because I mean, he was roboting like a mug, boy. That boy was. I mean,
a lot of that had to do with my computer too. It would lock up like in between. Like I could only have one tab open. It was really bad. But yeah, now things are pretty straightened out and. Yeah, it's been weird because people are like, "Where's show? You know, I mean.
Oh yeah, so they've been asking about you, man. You haven't been.
Yeah, no, I've been getting the inboxes and people that's been writing to me like, "Where's Lord Clicker? We need him back."
Yeah, you know what's when you think about it, it's crazy. You want to think sometimes the impact we may have on someone's life. You're not saying that we're huge rock stars. Like sometimes people really look forward to our content. Like you never know what somebody be going through in life. I get some of the most heartfelt, you know, like damn, like you know, we look at it as nothing. It's something to do. It's a hobby for us, but people really look forward to what we do.
Dude, I got so many messages like, "Where's Bgst? I couldn't find it." I'm like, the Super Bowl was yesterday.
I didn't even watch it. What do you guys think about the Super Bowl? Like, what the hell? Man,
that was
the fixing.
I thought it was fixed because listen, this is why I think it was
fixed.
Cam did not do none of the run plays we thought he was going to do. You know what I'm saying? The little plays that they was running where he take off and rush, he didn't rush at all. He stood there and threw it.
So you know what you're saying is show is that they didn't want a black quarterback to win the Super Bowl Black History Month?
No. When I'm sitting here saying it was set up for Peyton to win because he's going out.
You know what? I would say
and
this.
The whole Manning family was there, and they all knew this stuff. Peyton didn't even look excited for real.
I would say this right here. To me, it looked a little fishy when they knocked the ball in his hand. He didn't dive for the ball. I said, "What the hell?"
He gave up, man. He was being a little pouty bitch.
Hey, yo, I'm just saying that's just a reaction. I don't give a fuck the ball going on the bound. That's just have to grab the ball.
Like, you dive in there, man. He just stepped back.
I said, what?
And it was like weird fumbles. Like, really? You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, dude. Did you guys? I watched all the man. This is what I said earlier in the year. I said that Broncos defense is one of the best I've seen. Probably top 3. They beat the shit out of Roethlisberger. Beat the shit out of Brady. And Cam Newton ain't no Roethlisberger or Brady. They beat the shit out of that man. They pounded that fucker all day. And then he cried. And I even had respect for Cam. I'm like, because people try to hate on him, right? Because he has fun. And I had respect for him up until I seen the end of the game where 1, he didn't go after the fumble. He gave up. 2, he cried to the ref when he got hit, and he thought he got hit late in the end zone towards the end of the game. I'm like, bitch, you're out of the pocket, you got hit, and you're sitting there crying, throw a temper tantrum. And then 3, he shows up at the after thing in a fucking hoodie like a little pouty baby. Wouldn't answer, and then fucking just leaves. I'm like, what is this guy?
Yeah, but I'm just saying the level of hate.
I'm gonna sit here.
Was crazy.
What I'm sitting here saying, that offense did not look, and you could say it was the defense. Whatever, but you know what I'm saying. And
defense wins championships.
He did not rush. He did not rush hardly at all. You know what I'm saying?
If you looked at what the Broncos did, though, they kept their linebackers spying almost the entire game. And the only time they didn't, he did break off a couple runs. But the Broncos even said. The Panthers didn't change anything from what they did all year. And I mean, even the way they was playing defense, right? You know, because they was playing a run, and it was rushing. Even the way they played defense, the blocking schemes that they had for that type of situation. That's not the first time Cam's seen that formation. You see what I'm saying? They still rushed the ball. You know, he didn't rush the ball at all. That's basically what I'm sitting there saying. They ain't run no trick, fake reverses. He take off to go the other way. It's other ways that you can mix. You Your regular running back would set up those plays though, and he wasn't getting any carries. So that's no threat.
They didn't hardly rush him. You see
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's no threat. They're not going to fix the game.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not.
You can't take anything away from that freaking defensive performance.
But what I'm sitting here saying, I'm just saying, I'm not saying that the defense didn't put the pressure on. What I'm saying is that their offense did not look like it should have to. Everything that we was expecting that offense to look like, they did not even attempt any of that.
As someone who has seen like about 4 or 5 different Panthers games this year, I called them paperweights all year. They have no receivers. They had nothing. Basic Cam Newton was it. And the Broncos had good corners, good everything. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this guy is not going to
linebackers and fastest everything.
Hell yeah! I was like, look, these guys aren't going to do anything. I watched the Atlanta Falcons beat the Panthers, and I was like, those Panthers aren't going to win the Super Bowl. And I said it back then, and I saw them beat. Yeah, they beat Seattle and they beat Arizona, who I didn't think were that good of teams either. You know, it's like I thought the NFC was very weak this year. I thought like probably 3-4 teams would have beat the Panthers in the Super Bowl on the AFC side. I think
maybe he just froze on the big stage, man.
If you look at that too, he was throwing high at first. He was very
throwing
nervous.
High, he just didn't look like Cam. That's basically what I'm saying.
Maybe he froze.
And they had an opportunity to win the game. Yeah, they had an opportunity when they were scoring, and he just did not get in rhythm. Period. He didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he may have froze on the big stage. I don't know what it was, but. I know
it was
too much dabbing,
man. That defense was everywhere, bro. That defense was everywhere for the Broncos.
Too much dabbing.
So what's the verdict on the redemption? Red Dead
Redemption?
Yeah.
Let me think. What did they say? Oh, they said that they're testing it.
Yeah.
And it was an accident that it came out, but I'm assuming that means it's about to release.
Yeah.
So
what the game cost like $12?
Well, actually, it's 50. I think it's like 30 or something. 30 or 50. I think 30.
Yeah, I think even 30 is too high. What's about a 6 or 7 year old game?
Yeah,
it is. But you know what? Did you guys like when it came out that it was out, right? Amazon. It went up to number 3. Yeah, it was
number 1, and it dropped down to number 3. And you know what? I always say that I don't buy new consoles to play old games, and I can see now with the success of that game right there. Maybe this generation has just been that lackluster that people are willing to go back.
Generation sucks.
To go back and play something old because I don't have any interest at all of playing those older games whatsoever. But just by the backwards compatible, whatever the case may be, you have a developer that's able to go back out there and sell a game that's been sitting around for like 6-7 years and is not making any money for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's money to be made. Maybe Activision will get on board with making some of the Call of Duties backwards compatible for guys that are those servers still up and running? Older Duty games?
Yeah.
So they don't take the servers down. They leave them on. They always leave them up. They don't take them down.
Yeah, I think that those are just peer hosted anyway.
I mean, sometimes games the servers go down after no one plays it for a while. So like damn, you think them Rock. One thing I can say about Take-Two. All right, they gotta get that money, man. Look at Grand Theft Auto 5 with
$60 million. Yeah,
that's bananas. That game is still selling in the top 10 NPD comes out.
Yeah.
I've never, everyone talks about the online, so I'm gonna try it. I've never played that game online ever. You know what I mean? But look, I think it is a single player, story driven game. I've never played Call of Duty online. No, it's not Call of Duty. Grand Theft Auto. My friend called me yesterday. He was jumping up and yo, you want to be playing this Grand Theft Auto? I'm like, no. You know what I mean? Yeah, have you guys played it online? Have you tried it online?
I haven't tried it online. I have it though.
I just games like that, or Assassin's Creed, or Tomb Raider. I don't look at them as multiplayer games, man.
They just try to add to it because nowadays everything this is developers because they lose so much money and these AAAs are so expensive. Mm-hmm. They try to make money however they can. They don't want you to put that disc and trade it into GameStop. So they add multiplayer or they do DLC so that you keep the games longer. You know what I mean? That's what they're trying to do. The longer you keep that game, the less people can buy it used.
That's a good point about that.
Yeah, and the more money they make, so it makes a lot of sense from that aspect. And I mean, that game is just huge. They knew what they were doing, man. They released that shit on Xbox 360 and PS3 the year that the consoles came out.
Yeah, and it was out the following year. The reason why I didn't buy it because it came out too close to next generation consoles. And once I got the new Xbox, new play,
I bought it because someone gave it to me for a present, but I wanted it because everybody on my friends list was playing it. That was rare that happened. Only usually
but it shipped. Is the multiplayer was broke when they shipped the goddamn game.
I don't even think it launched with it, did it?
Yeah.
I don't.
There's one thing I could say about that company right there was the Take-Two, the parent company. They have the worst servers in the fucking world. Their basketball servers are horrible. Grand Theft Auto, their servers are horrible. I mean, people still having problems connecting. Playing. I don't know. For that company, they're not small fucking potatoes anymore. That's a big company. What's the biggest? No, you got EA, then maybe Activision, and then what's after them? Take-Two.
Take-Two is probably
maybe
up
Ubisoft.
there.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Well, I would say, would you pick Take-Two above Ubisoft, or you put?
No,
Ubisoft?
I would put Ubisoft above Take-Two. I would think.
You would think so? I don't.
Yeah, because Ubisoft has those yearly. Man, I mean, come on, The Division, Assassin's Creed,
60 million, bro. That's well and good, but them ain't doing 10 million. That shit sold 60 million.
Yeah, I mean but only 60 million every 5-6 years.
I'm just saying. I say that because Ubisoft doesn't have $1 billion franchise.
Isn't Assassin's Creed $1 billion?
I don't know.
Right?
That's not $1 billion franchise.
And it's getting its own movie and everything.
I'm just cool, but it ain't $1 billion franchise. I don't think EA has $1 billion franchise. I know what Activision does with Call of Duty. That's, you know what I mean? Would you have maybe, I would say Call of Duty, but maybe Halo. I don't know whatever Halo did, but
Halo's made well over $1 billion.
But it made $400 million on the launch or whatever the hell it did. You know what I mean? But that's like
it was the biggest selling exclusive of 2015. So
that was huge. What's up next? What far as multi-plat? So whatever you guys gonna get?
It's Quantum Break next, so it's exclusive.
Is that a theme console I've seen, or that's just for a limited?
That's just somebody made that. Tom on Twitter made that.
Tom. Oh, he made that. Oh,
yeah, he was tweeting that out, trying to get.
I thought that was something that Microsoft. I said, what? They finally made a console? What? Yeah. Forget about it.
Well,
wasn't official.
This is what I heard, right? Like, that guy. Remember, we did BGST, and I was talking to this guy who claimed to be an insider, right?
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Right. And then he came back, right? Because this is what he told me, right? He goes, sorry. He goes, I was off a little bit, and I'll talk about this more on BGST at 8.
Okay.
But he goes, I was off a little bit because I seen these games showing up for $0.00 on the thing. He goes, and I jumped the gun with Red Dead. But he goes, you can see Red Dead is actually coming. He goes, I saw Gears on there as well, for Gears 2 on there for $0, and I thought that had something to do with the Ultimate Edition or whatever. And he goes, so I asked him, I was like, well, tell me something that would maybe substantiate what you're doing. He goes, there's a Halo-type marketing budget for Quantum Break. They're going to introduce 2 consoles, a 349 base model and a 449 model, 1 terabyte. Quantum Break custom or limited edition consoles. I don't know if they're custom or not, but I asked him, I says, are they going to do a custom limited edition Quantum Break game itself? He said no, because they didn't. Remedy turned down all their ideas. He said they had a lot of good ideas for a collector's statue or something like that, but Remedy didn't like that idea. I would have bought it too, because I bought the Alan Wake one. Was phenomenal.
Yeah, I bought
it. So I don't understand why that.
So it's not. So it's Microsoft that has to pitch. Where's Microsoft's IP? I don't get that.
It is. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe
it's not Remedy's intellectual property. It's Microsoft's.
Yeah. So, but he was right. Like it looks like Australia is the place for Forza Horizon 3.
Oh, down under.
That leaked that there was some kind of trailer for that or whatever.
Yeah, the trailer. Somebody took a snippet of their phone of the trailer playing on TV.
Yeah. It's only like 3 seconds or whatever, but hell, man, that makes me happy, man. That's my favorite racing.
Well, you know it was, but not, every other year it also. But
I like Horizon more than.
I do too, by far. Forza Horizon 2 is probably the best racer that came out this generation. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't wait to see what they do with Forza Horizon 3. You know what I mean? You know, they better, more suited with the hardware, can push the shit even further. It can still be 1080p, 30 frames a second. It doesn't matter. But Forza Horizon 2 was a great game. You know, man. So I'm really looking forward to Forza Horizon 3. You know what I mean?
I'm excited for it, man. It's going to be good.
Look what we got this year alone. I keep going back to that because it really is amazing. And IGN talking about, what did IGN say, crap? They didn't like it because they were bragging too much about their games?
Yeah, like it was. They said that they didn't like that new commercial basically that Microsoft put up because the Microsoft shouldn't be bragging about their games, et cetera, et cetera. And the whole point that I made when I did a video about it was, you know,
that makes me also that's crazy.
They shouldn't be bragging about their games.
Check about did you see Microsoft's new sizzle reel? Talking about the best games. What was the best games?
The Xbox One is the only place to play the top 10 best-selling games of 2015. The only place, right? Because obviously Halo and like some exclusives are on there as well, and you can't play those on PS4. So they got the point across that all the multiplats, all the top multiplats, and the exclusives are on Xbox One. Great commercial, just like what we've been saying, right? Just like we've been saying for months and months and months and months that they should do. So they finally did that, and then IGN's like, well, that's bragging. You know what I mean? And the whole time I heard that, I'm like, what the fuck? Because IGN are the first ones to sit there and talk up 1080p or sales for
even
Sony.
with Sony, what greatness await when they show their sizzle reel and all their games that are coming out or whatever the case. I remember they was praising Sony's commercials.
Hit after hit after hit.
Yeah, Sony does have. I was to give Sony that they do make some great ass commercials. Before whoever the hell does them, Microsoft to me, I think, damn, I would say, I call it out. Sony does have great commercials, whatever they do, but I liked that when the Xbox One launched and it was in Rome stomping and you had the Titan coming through the building.
Oh, that was great. When the zombie, the arm fell off or whatever. Yeah,
that was awesome. Hot. You know what I mean? But that's just like I said. That this gaming industry, I think, people are slowly starting to see what we're saying. You know what I mean? Oh, you're just better because they're PlayStation 4s, and no, it has nothing to do with it. If you're supposed to be and I'm not saying I'm one of these people because someone's opinion of a game doesn't sway if I'm buy the game or not. You know what I mean? Everyone's, you might think a game is a dud. I might think it's great. You know what I mean? So I don't go by reviews and that stuff. But you have some people that go to these sites or maybe want to hear something about their console or about it, whatever the case. What should they look for on their console? And a gamer should have a place to go and get what's called non-biased journalism. You know what I mean? Without, you should have a dog in the fight. IGN, Kotaku, GameSpot. You don't like the Xbox, you can't find the settings and shit like that. You know what I mean? And like I said, I get on Microsoft again because what Microsoft should do, big as that company is, they need to get behind some of these smaller sites or invest in another site that can cover all the consoles, but it can be fair and not biased. Like Xbox Mad. Wonderful site, I mean, give him some of your exclusives or what's coming out or whatever. That Xbox fans can go there and get biased news. You know what I mean? So I guess that's what I'm saying. I said I don't sit at home. Well, I do a little bit because they keep going to the IGNs, the Kotakus, and I mean, if you break a big enough story there, they're going to run it on their sites anyway. They all share the same damn news. You know what I mean? One site. You know what I mean? But it should go to some of those smaller sites. You know what I mean? And let Xbox Man unbox the Elite controller first there, or still get what I mean? Give them some perks. You know what I mean? Or people that's been supporting their brand from day one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree. Hey, Next Gen. So what do you got planned for your channel, man?
What do I have planned for my channel? A bunch of granny sex. I told you guys that I was going to do my famous UFO story Friday, but shit, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. You know what I mean? I don't know what. I'm gonna pick a time. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. What happened to me and my family in 1990? They put me on my UFO hunter, made me a UFO hunter. I also too, what I'm gonna be doing, I'm going to smaller YouTubers or even I say subscribers or supporters of Bgst. I know you guys asked me, well, how do I become a part of the show? I become a part of the show, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to start interviewing some of our faithful guys that are there in the comment section. Eric Sunday, you know what I mean? You understand me? You don't even, and again, you can be a Sony dude or whoever. We have a lot of guys that are Sony that watch our show, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? But I want to do that also. I reach out to the smaller, YouTubers and start interviewing some of the people within the community, you know what I mean? I'll give them a platform to voice their opinion. Everybody got an opinion, you know what I mean? They may just have the platform to do so. What else I'm going to do? Talk about, you know what I mean? It's a whole bunch of shit, man. I think
we got to get the Skype board, the Skype.
Oh, yeah, but I forgot about that, too. I'm going to bring back, I'll maybe do those once a month, or maybe twice a month. We do the Bang Bang Next Gen game, the Skype boards. We get about 5 vetted ponies. About we gotta make I gotta make it an even. Get about 20 Xbox 20 against 5. We jump the fuck out of the Skype call. So now we're gonna bring that back to the Skype. Jabari, they done ran Jabari ass about Bang Bang, man. They got Jabari, yes sir.
He ain't in there no more?
Nope.
Nah,
Wow.
My channel's off flag. Ain't no flag on my channel. It's in my wallet. My wallet. Jesus. This is my jacket.
Wow.
Jabari
left Bang Bang. How they run him up out of there?
It's this guy named Antoine Hargrove, man. He was doing these fucking these memes, like I don't know what the fuck, like
yeah.
Like what's up, boo? I guess it was insinuating, taking a shot at their sexuality, whatever. You remember they went to the PlayStation guys and Bang Bang went to the event in San Francisco.
Yeah.
You know, the PlayStation event, and they was posting pictures drinking wine, like the fuck, and taking selfies drinking wine. So the shit stemmed for that right there, and just you know what I mean. You know what happens in San Francisco stays in San Francisco. You know what I mean. So they've been, you know, they told Jabari ass of Jabari gone, but we got, you know what I mean. We're gonna bring that back and just talk about, you know, shit. This one I'm gonna keep one of the raps too. I have a show also that I'm working with somebody, you know, well-to-do in the industry. You know what I mean. I don't like to count my eggs before they hatch. It's gonna be like a 3-person show. One guy representing Nintendo, one guy I guess PlayStation, and me, you know, the Xbox thing. And we have different guests and giveaways and stuff. You know what I mean? It's just hard, you know. Like I said, you know, even doing a podcast, when you guys know, sometimes in life it's hard to get in, you know, to dedicate yourself to doing it, to have, you know, to be dedicated. You know, you got 5, 6 different people, 6 different personalities. You know what I mean? Everyone think everyone has a podcast, and everyone think that's the easiest shit. That's probably one of the hardest things you can do in the world, have a goddamn podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And be entertaining. Now everybody's gonna sit down and watch an hour and a half show, or that's what I said, man. We really have something special. We all get along fucking well. You know what I mean? On and off the air. You know, we have good chemistry. That's the most important thing. You know what I mean? So like I said, I have about 3 or 4 shows that I want to do, and it's regular daily news. You know what I mean? I'm just happy to be out of jail.
Yeah, NXTGEN was excited. He's like, man, he's like,
man, I'm nervous.
Yeah, I ain't done this. Like, I didn't know how to fuck us.
Well, that boy became he didn't even know how to make the room no more.
Yeah, they didn't change. You know why does YouTube change their shit so much? Like,
I don't know. Like they even changed the front of it now. It's like wider.
Yeah, I'm like, they have these updates and whatever the hell. Why just leave shit alone? You know what I mean? What the hell?
I wish they would leave shit alone, man. To be honest with you, man.
Yeah. I'm like, what the hell, man? But like I said, before we get the hell up, let me ask you a question. Before I ask, I guess all 3. So what do you said? What are you getting as far as in games, as far as February and March?
I'm just getting February, March. What's coming out?
Well, how do you like the game Unravel? You like Unravel?
Yeah, I'm getting that.
You like it?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's
beautiful, though, isn't it?
It is. It's just
I get annoyed with all those goddamn puzzles, man.
Yeah, some of the puzzles can be frustrating. So I'll probably, you know what, I'll buy it and then I'll wait till people got that shit on YouTube, how to solve the puzzles, and then I'll just do that.
It's some up there already, but some of them just like, my God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, I mean, like, you know, they say it's like a 4 or 5 hour game, so not bad. I think, you know, with EA Access, if you remember, I think it's only like $17 bucks.
Yeah, $17, $16.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Listen, also too, I would like to give a shout out to Robert Bello, the one guy that gave us the $50 gift card at the time. He gave me a gift card for my birthday, man. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, rock and roll.
Yeah, the only gift I got. I ain't buy myself nothing, but yeah, shout out to Robert, man. Shout out to that guy right there. So are you not getting on UFC crap?
Probably not. I'm getting Quantum Break. I know that, and then I know season 3.
Quantum Break is April.
Season 3 of Killer Instinct comes out in March, so I'll be getting that. I mean, there's not a whole lot that I want right now. I got like a bunch.
Of Zombie?
I'll get that for sure.
That comes out in February, doesn't it?
Yeah. Does it come out in February? I don't know. Maybe.
I think so.
That's one that I'll definitely get. I like that a lot. I like the beta a lot.
Yeah, EA got their hands all over the place. EA got the Unravel, EA got the UFC 2, and they got Plant vs. Zombies. What about you, Show? What are you looking forward to between now and I guess
pretty much right now it's Quantum Break for real. That's about it right now.
You put these balls in your ass when you fucking with that UFC? Put them motherfucking balls in your ass.
I might get the UFC. Boy,
see, they got Mike Tyson.
I put balls on you the last time. We went 10 rounds.
Last go round.
You know what I'm saying? And I won 7.
You put my ass last go round. Cause I ain't played it in a while. That's why, man. I was a little rusty.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro. He was trying to box me, bro. Them legs work. So I said next gen all boxing, man.
Yeah, they need to give me back another fight night. My God, man, Jesus, man. I love Fight Night.
They would have to get their hands in that too, man. Like EA.
Well, EA makes it. They makes the Fight Night. Yeah, they make it. Man. It was supposed to alternate UFC 1 year, Fight Night the next.
Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know. They just stopped making Fight Night, man. Fight Night was.
Well, they thought they hopped on the wave of the UFC. And thought that was a more popular combat sport than boxing. But everybody's looking for another UFC. Like, my God,
I want them to go back to the first Fight Night, you know, when they had the dude announcing, he was more animated. You know what I'm saying?
Robert Buffer. Buffer.
No,
let's
Robert
get ready
Buffer.
to rumble, man.
It was the black dude that they had. Like, oh, he slipped him. You know what I'm saying? You remember that?
Come on, the announcement.
It was like either the first or the second Fight Night. It was, man. But yeah, I wanted to get back to that.
I like the one with the story. I thought the one with the story.
Fight Night Champion. It wasn't bad. That was. You know what? They got that. They stole that from they stole that from 2K Sports. So 2K made that Don King prize fighter. The storyline was okay, but that game was horrible. My God.
Yeah, it was horrible, man. That prize fighter was trash.
I was looking because I'm a big fight boxing fan. I was looking. They had the reason why I was looking forward to it because they had I'm a big boxing buff, so they had a lot of non-household names inside the game that I knew all about. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and I was looking, oh my God, that shit was just, my God, it was stiff. But come to find, they didn't even make the game. They gave the game to the guys that made, was it Rambo or G.I. Joe or some? I forgot the name of the company, but that game was horrible. My God. Don King prize for that shit was trash. But it was a storyline in it, though. You know what I mean? It was a storyline in it. So, you know, the Fight Night Champion came out the year after. But I don't know, man. Okay, no, thank you. Happy birthday, you're right, thank you. But anyway, yeah. So I don't want that cake. Jesus Christ, I'm about to stuff this cake down my throat. I don't want that sweet shit.
It's like, here, eat this cake.
I'm trying to talk to you guys. Just throwing the cake down my mouth. I'm sorry. But yeah, Fight Night. Give me another Fight Night. So what are you getting the division show?
I might. I ain't make a decision. I ain't even get in the beta. None of that.
I don't know if you played the last one.
They're gonna do another one. They're doing an open beta here soon. Yeah.
So you can
get it. Yeah.
As missions, from what I've played, I like a lot. You know what I mean? So that's something we can all get on and just rock out. You know what I mean? Do the missions. I'm all about that. Like, you have a goal, a mission, get the boss, kill the boss. Destiny, I can't get with. I'm sorry, man. I can't get with Destiny. This the same mundane and And you get this whole big battle. You gonna give me a yellow bow? No, hell no. I can't get with Destiny, man. Which they pushing Destiny back. From what I'm hearing, it's not even coming out next year. So what is Sony gonna have this holiday then? You know, that was a big game. But what are they gonna have?
I don't know. I would assume that because Assassin's Creed doesn't look like it's coming out this year either. Destiny not. So Call of Duty. Yeah, Call of Duty is. I mean, there's no Battlefront to slap a sticker on this year. So.
But that works well for Sony, though, man. That works well for Sony.
Yeah, absolutely, man. They can sucker them with the best of them, man. Yeah. Honestly.
So with me personally, I'm going to get the Plants vs. Zombies. I'm going to get UFC. I'm going to get the Division. I'm getting Street Fighter too. You got to get that's Street Fighter. You guys ain't even into Street Fighter. I'm not that good, but I think the basic, you know, I ain't with all the 1,000 punch combos and all that shit. I'm a button masher.
Oh.
Yeah. When does Ratchet and Clank come out?
April or March? I don't if I remember. I'm not really interested.
Oh no! So you guys getting Uncharted? Well, I'm getting, of course, Quantum Break.
Yeah, I have that. I have Uncharted pre-ordered, but I'm not getting Ratchet and Clank.
So Microsoft is starting off their run in March as far as their games. We're getting Killer Instinct, and after that we got
Quantum Break. There should be the Gears beta as well. Sometime spring, they said.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's gonna be huge too, man. My God. Yeah. So we got Quantum Break, Gears of War 4, Forza Horizon 3. When we get Cuphead, we got Fable Legends, Sea of Thieves, Recore, which I'm really interested in that too. What type of game that's going to be? This is supposed to be, third-person action. I'm all about. Oh man, like I said, it's really going down this year.
Forza Horizon 3, yeah, I mean, it's gonna. I'm excited about that.
I can't wait to get my hands on Fable Legends. We got Crackdown 2 in the summertime. Now that's just the beta, or are they releasing the game? That's just the beta.
I believe it. If I went back and rewatched what they showed last year, and it says multiplayer beta in 2015. Yeah, so they say it's the beta. So I don't know.
Okay, and we get well, it's too much. The schedule's already packed, and you had what's that shit? They just applied for the license for Gemini Force.
Jet Force Gemini.
Conquer, yeah, you got Phantom Dust to come out this year.
Yeah,
Phantom Dust. Like, you know, but Microsoft's not playing, man. They got it. They got the damn thing packed. Sony can't keep up with that, man.
Nah.
Like, Microsoft can probably still pull it out, man. I'm not. Listen, man. They do a good holiday season this year with Gears 4 and Halo Wars 2. You got, you know, what I mean, that's another big game. I'm not into the, you know, RTSs, but you got Gears 4, you got Halo Wars 2. They're really coming out swinging. Sony gonna shoot their load come April with Uncharted.
Yeah.
And then, you know, what else? You know, what else?
Well, people are like, oh, Horizon, but I seriously doubt that game. Yeah, I seriously doubt that comes out like this year, but no.
I know, like I said, and before we get down, I'm a little skeptical about that game because what's that, Guerrilla Games? Their games are not fun. They're pretty, but they're not fun. I'm hoping this game will be fun because Killzone is shit. You know what I mean? To me, I put Guerrilla Games in the same boat I put Crytek in. They make very, very pretty games, but they're not the best when it comes to it is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna get the hell out of here, man. We're gonna shoot the Bgst. We're gonna shoot it about 8 or so.
Yeah, about 8 o'clock. Well, Tim and Mooch will be there too.
All right, so see you guys at 8 o'clock, man, and thank you for just swinging by. Just, you know, I just
had man, happy birthday, Next Gen.
Yeah, check the cobwebs off, man. I'll be doing the UFO thing. So get back, get your popcorn, get ready to laugh at me. But look, mind you, this is a true fucking story, and I'm gonna be sober as listen. You can't blame on the oxys, the loaded patches. You can't blame on me fucking sober the bar. It's going down, man. It's a true story, man. And if I get locked up by NASA, I'm trying to. But we out of here, man. She's still trying to do this happy birthday shit. I'm gone. I'll see you back. How the hell do I close the show? It's time to say. How the hell I close the show? I forgot.
You just hit stop.
Well, I gotta stop, bro. Stop show. Then we got nearly 300 people. Real quick, man. Thank you guys, man. We out of here.